Christmas off. This was a while back, and I had to work graveyard for Thanksgiving. So it was like, it wasn't Thursday night. I think it was like Friday night. But I wanted, like I said, I wanted Christmas and I wanted New Year's off. So I told Jordan I'd work it. And I'm in the Gap. I'm in sitting in those chairs that we used to sit in.
Yeah.
And those doors that we used to lock, you know, that was closed because I didn't want anybody walking. I think you might have been working there because I didn't want. I was still new, and I was like, man. I'm like, it's 8 hours. I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the chairs. I got my phone charging. I thought the cleaning people were there, but you know, obviously they're not. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on with me? And it's like 2:30, almost 3. And it's like 2:30, almost 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like nodding off.
Yeah.
And I'm like nodding off, on and off. And I'm like trying to charge my phone so I can, you know, watch some videos or do something to keep me awake. And I must have nodded off. I don't know. But that same door, and then you know the little inner doors.
Yeah.
One was like open, one was like closed. And I was like, all right. Which I don't remember doing. I don't remember. Freaked me out. But anyways, so I must have nodded off. At least I think I nodded off. I hope I nodded off. And that door that we unlocked slammed closed, and I jumped out. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how the fuck did this thing slam? I know I locked it because I didn't want anyone coming in. I don't want to get in trouble for, you know, sleeping on the job or something. And I'm looking around, and then I look at the doors, and I remember that now. The doors were opposite. The one I had open was closed, and the one that I left closed was open. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I have good hearing. I'm like, I know I heard it. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, all of a sudden, I don't know if I thought I saw a shadow, but I heard footsteps, a couple footsteps. And then like these kids, like a girl, one of them was a girl, and a couple other kids. And they're all, and I think they said, oh, this way, or let's go, or I don't know, they verbally said something.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck, and then they ran. I could hear them go down the fucking hall. So now I'm having like a freaking, The Shining moment kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I go, and I hear, and I check the door, and it's like, wasn't like closed or whatever. I mean, it was like closed but not locked. I'm like, what the fuck was going on?
Yeah.
And I think you were working there because you don't remember me telling you this?
Uh-uh.
And then I told Richard about it, and he said, yeah, there's the dude that owned the penthouse had kids or whatever, and I don't know what happened. I don't remember him telling you, he didn't tell us what happened, and then you said the people from that space that had, you know, got space, whatever, that someone owned it there and he died or something, but there was like a big party, and there was a party there, then the kids, do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember telling me?
No, I didn't tell you about, I didn't know.
You didn't know about that? I
didn't know who owned the spot. Richard might have known.
Yeah, he did.
Richard told you then, yeah.
Oh, fuck me. So, I was like, well, who the fuck are the kids? What happened to them? And he's like, he doesn't know because something happened to the owner. Like, okay, but what the fuck are their kids involved? But, and then like, the rest, well, not the rest of the night, but like, I think about 5 a.m. things got like calmed down, but I'd be walking, and like I said, I had my flashlight, I had my mace, I got my baton. I'm like, looking around, and I could hear little pitter-patter every once in a while, and someone giggling. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know? I thought I know I told you that story.
No, I don't remember that.
Fuck me, yeah, that one, like I said, I was like, did I nod off?
There was stuff at the Galleria, because Melissa said, and Brandon told me the story. She did ask Brandon, but then I asked him, but she told me the story, then I talked to Brandon. So Brandon was up in the elevator with another guard in the South Tower.
Okay.
In South Tower elevator, but they were like on the 3rd floor or 4th floor or something, 3rd floor.
Which one's the stuff? Okay.
And they were sitting up there in the, where the escalators used to be.
Okay.
You know, they took the escalators out now.
Okay.
And now they're just stairs, but because they're remodeling the whole place, but gonna make it into.
You mean that one escalator that didn't work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were up in the South Tower there.
Yeah.
And they were up, they were like on the, but they were up on like the 3rd floor, hanging out in the couches there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, Brandon got up real quick. Him and the other guard, Melissa said she wasn't there, but he told her about it. But they got up real quick because it was like him and the patrol guard at night, and they flew up real fast because like they heard the elevator moving. So they were like, okay, well, like if like somebody's coming, you know, like up the thing, so the elevator would randomly go.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, like they were up there and they heard ding, like if somebody was there, and the elevator's open. Nobody was on the elevator. It was nothing there, and then it went, and then it shut, and then took off again.
Yeah, that would freak me out. I'd be sometimes on the, what was that, 5th floor?
Mm-hmm.
And on the north side, I guess. And it would open every once in a while, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. But I got used to it because it would do it every once in a while. But then, like, one night, all of them, this one went, then this one went, and then this one went. I'm like, who the fuck is here?
Yeah.
So I go down and look at the cameras like you showed me. Ain't nobody. I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm like, all right, I'm not doing these graveyard fucking shifts.
No,
anymore.
you know what I hated? Do you remember? Oh, it was freaky. Do you remember in the South Tower? I think it was the 5th floor or the 6th floor. Might have been the 5th. But do you remember that freaky ass hallway when you would walk and you'd start walking and then you would curve? You could like open the door. I think you open the door, and you would curve, and then it would like go straight. Then it would curve that way, then go out that way. But it led you to the other tower.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one weird hallway?
Yeah.
That one?
Yes, with the tree. And
Yeah, with that
and the
freaky
shadow.
Oh, that tree scared me one time.
Yeah, but remember the one time there was a shadow?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's the tree. And I go, okay. And you come by me and the tree's not there.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck's this shadow?
Yeah.
I hate it. Oh my god, one dude almost got
That tree scared me one time. I came around the corner.
Yeah.
I had my gear on, right? And I'm going down the hallway. I was like,
That thing was fucking possessed.
I was like in
Fuck
mode.
that tree.
I know, I was going in mode.
Yeah.
Like, I was like trying to get down the hallway and I totally spaced out and that tree's there, right? And so I was like walking and you see me coming around. I mean, if you had been there, you'd have laughed your ass off. I came around the corner quick, right? Because I'm like, I forgot about the tree. I always fucking forgot that tree was there. And then, but it was like a fake tree. Or was it real? I think it was fake,
That was
wasn't it?
no,
Or was it real? It might have been, no, it was real.
it was real.
It was in the water, yeah.
Yeah.
So then, but it's big, and I was sitting there, and then I'm coming around the corner, and Richard had been down that hallway before me, but I didn't know this shit. So Richard had turned the fucking lights off finally. He went down there and flipped them off, and like, but he had gotten to that switch and flipped it because you had to put that thing in. So Richard flipped the switch off. Well, I didn't know, so I come down the hallway and it's dark as shit. And I go in and go, fucking Richard must have turned the lights off. So now I'm thinking like spooky hallway, Richard turned the lights off. I fucking forgot about the tree. I come around the corner, but there's just light enough from all the way out that little door where it's creeping under. But it was still dark. And I come around, all I see is the silhouette of a tree. It looked like a fucking human. I turn the corner, I literally thought somebody was there, and I'm like, oh shit, I like fly back, right? And I'm reaching for my tools, all ready to fight. And I'm like, and I calm down, I see it, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's the tree.
No,
That's
I got two stories.
That tree scared me.
I was training somebody, and for whatever reason, I guess they got ahead of me, or I had to turn back around, and they hid in that area, and I turned the corner right there, and I almost punched them right in the mouth. I was like, don't
tree?
you fucking do that, yeah.
Oh, by that tree, yeah.
Well, not that corner, the other one, like before or after, around there somewhere. I was like, you fucking idiot. But then another time, I'm going down that hallway, and the lights are off, and I thought I heard something, and I'm going down the hallway, and
That hallway was creepy.
I'm like, there's like, should we know, like late at night, no one should be there. And you know how you make a right and to cross, so, and that's, once you cross the bridge, or the whatever, you make a right, and then you're into the other tower.
Yeah.
Well, that emergency staircase that was locked, but it just slammed.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I go flying down those stairs, and there's like, you know, because you can see up, there's nobody up there. I go flying down the stairs, and there's like nobody. And I'm like, what the fuck opened that
Yeah,
door?
see?
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Melissa would have some experiences at
Oh,
night.
people were fucking funny. Why do you feel you need to have all your equipment when you're walking an empty building? Because you never fucking know, that's why.
Yeah, that building was creepy.
You think there's like not going to be people there at night? I'm like, why would I not?
It's because one time...
Oh, this is a no gun zone. We're safe. We don't need to have... Fuck, whatever. Go
It's
on.
because